When the soul is hurt, the first impulse is to defend, to explain, or to make others understand the pain that was caused. Yet, those who walk the path of Zen understand something deeper. Some truths do not need to be spoken to be known. There exists a strength that does not shout. A peace that does not beg to be heard. It is the power of silent forgiveness, forgiveness not for the sake of others, but for the liberation of your own spirit, because sometimes, walking away is not weakness, it is wisdom. When words only deepen the wound, silence becomes the medicine. This is not silence born of anger, but silence born of peace. The kind that says, "My healing matters more than my explanation." The philosophy of silent forgiveness. In Zen, forgiveness is not a transaction, it is a transformation. It does not depend on the apology of others. It begins when the heart decides to stop carrying pain. Silent forgiveness is not forgetting what happened, it is remembering it without the poison. It is saying, "You no longer control how I feel." When the mind stops replaying the event, the soul finds its balance again. Zen teaches that clinging to anger is like holding burning coal with the intent to throw it, yet only the holder gets burned. Silent forgiveness is the act of dropping that coal, even when no apology comes. Why talking doesn't always heal. Words can be sharp, especially when spoken from hurt. When pain is still raw, conversations often turn into battles, not bridges. People defend their ego, not the truth. That is why walking away sometimes heals more than talking. Zen masters teach that silence can reveal what words hide. When you stop speaking to prove your worth or justify your pain, you begin to see clearly who truly values peace and who thrives on chaos. The one who can stay silent in the face of misunderstanding possesses mastery of the self. The spiritual energy of walking away. Walking away is not abandonment, it is alignment. It means choosing peace over approval, and self-respect over argument. When you walk away, your energy withdraws from conflict, and in that space, karma begins its silent work. The universe has its own way of balancing injustice. When you stop feeding negativity with attention, it collapses under its own emptiness. Your silence becomes your shield, your peace becomes your statement. Walking away heals because it shifts focus from them to you, from pain to growth. Forgiveness as inner freedom. Forgiveness in Zen is not saying what you did was okay. It is saying, "I will not let what you did define my energy anymore." It is a reclaiming of your inner power. The moment you forgive silently, your mind stops looping through the same emotional storm. You start sleeping better. You stop explaining why you are leaving. You stop chasing closure from those who were never capable of giving it. You realize peace is not found through justice, it is found through release. Silence as a form of communication. Silence communicates what words cannot. It says, "I no longer need to prove myself." It says, "I understand more than you think." And most importantly, it says, "I am done participating in this pain." Zen monks often teach that silence is the purest form of truth because it cannot be twisted, misquoted, or debated. In silence, everything becomes clear. You begin to see who respects your boundaries, who tries to invade them, and who only understood you through conflict. Your silence becomes your mirror, reflecting who deserves your peace. The ego's resistance to silent forgiveness. Ego always wants to speak, to defend, to win. It cannot accept silence because silence dissolves ego's power. That is why forgiveness feels difficult, the ego thrives on replaying old stories. It wants to be the victim or the hero, never the observer. But when you step into the stillness of forgiveness, you leave the ego behind. You begin to see pain not as punishment, but as a teacher. You realize that your peace was never theirs to give, it was always within you. Silent forgiveness silences the ego and awakens the soul. The healing that happens in silence. When you stop speaking about your pain, healing begins, not because you are pretending it didn't happen, but because you stop keeping the wound open. Talking can sometimes keep the pain alive, while silence allows it to settle into wisdom. In silence, you start hearing your own breath again. You reconnect with the present. You begin to feel gratitude that you were strong enough to walk away. Your mind clears, your spirit feels lighter, and your energy begins to return. That is the power of silent forgiveness. It brings you back to yourself. How silent forgiveness transforms karma. Every thought you send carries vibration. When you let go with love, even without words, you change the energy surrounding your situation. Those who wronged you start feeling the distance of your peace. Your silence disturbs their unrest. Because you are no longer matching their chaos, you stopped being part of the energetic cycle of hurt. This is the highest karmic mastery, responding with silence, not vengeance. Zen masters teach that karma needs no announcement, it works silently. Just like forgiveness does. The peace of letting go without explanation. Letting go without explaining why you are leaving is sacred strength. Not everyone deserves access to your reasoning, because some minds cannot understand peace. You do not owe anyone a conversation that costs your serenity. True forgiveness is quiet. It is walking away with grace when everything inside you wants to scream. It is smiling softly when the memory arises, knowing it no longer owns you. When you stop explaining, you stop giving energy to misunderstanding, and that is how peace enters your life effortlessly. The Zen path to lasting freedom. Zen teaches that the path to freedom is the path of stillness. When you forgive silently, you stop living in reaction, you become a witness of life, not a prisoner of emotion. Your silence becomes a sanctuary, where no one's chaos can reach. Every step away from drama is a step closer to enlightenment. Silent forgiveness purifies your mind, cleanses your karma, and strengthens your spirit. You begin to see that every ending is not loss, it is redirection. You were not meant to win every argument. You were meant to win your peace. Let peace speak for you. In the end, silence becomes your greatest teacher. It reveals who you truly are beneath the noise. It shows you that true forgiveness needs no witness. Because when you forgive silently, the universe witnesses for you. When you walk away, you make space for blessings that words could never attract. The storm ends when you stop fighting it. Peace begins when you stop explaining it, so walk away quietly. Let peace do the talking. Let karma do the teaching. If these words touched your heart, share this message with someone who needs healing. Let this be a reminder that true strength lives in silence, and real forgiveness doesn't need an audience. Subscribe to this channel for more Zen and Buddhist wisdom that helps you grow beyond pain, and step into peace. Stay still, stay aware, and let your silence be your power.